in the name of Saint Borbarad, his forbidden knowledge and his divine power. Today is the day of the first paladin. From this day on will blood wake blood. Freedom through pain, power through will. Every human a mage. Upon this altar do I offer my tribute. Flesh unborn, souls pure and unblemished. In eternal Borbarad's name. Atoki Oruk Zulgarok, Oxalaminja, Idiz, Raki Zulgarok.
Almost 20 winters have passed since Borbarad covered East Aventuria with a pall of undeath and corruption. Those who fought were crushed. Those who capitulated became villains in their own right. Only those who fled escaped the endless column, in which the dead did march from battlefield to battlefield. The demon crown, symbol of his dominion, burst under the god's blade's seventh stroke. Out of the ruins of his empire arose the cursed Shadowlands. Terrible warlords fought for power, bringing fates far worse than mere death upon those living there. And so it was that we too fled, all your lives fled, until the war goddess Rondra's knights freed the city of Warrung. Here we might live, finally find peace, Chiron. We must not fail.
She ran here. That's all I know. I guess she didn't like that marriage your father arranged.
My family is none of your business.
All right, none of my business. Can I go now?
Not yet. That gate, where does it lead?
The deeper tunnels of Moloch Mountain. That's all I can tell you. Never dared going down there.
Well, I'll get her out.
The gate is closed for a reason. Moloch Mountain is full of danger and dark secrets. The undead are the less dangerous of what's in there. Wolf lizards, demon spawn. By the Dark Mother, your sister could be dead already.
Listen to me. I will go in, and I will leave. With her. And you can go now.
Fast as lightning, and just as foolish as your sister.
I learn from the best.
Your arrogance will be the death of you one day.
Come on, Father. The only risk was slipping on their guts.
Enough. We're here to find Calandra. Someone has to bring her to her senses.
To her senses? You're forcing her into this marriage and then asking her to be reasonable? I would have done the same thing.
So you think she's right to just run off? To risk both your futures through her selfishness? She has responsibilities. She has to learn that.
Our future. Calandra marries Folk of Arivor and everything will be fine. We will be decent Warunkian citizens and live happily in peace and prosperity to the end of our days.
She means as much to me as she does to you. You know that. That's why we have to find her before it's too late.
Why did she come here, of all places?
Moloch Mountain is more than just a simple cave. The countless tunnels can lead one to age-old secrets. Fair Drodon's laboratories, the foundation of the Golden Pyramid, realm of the Dragolich, Razazor.
Undead and black magic. The people of Warunk.
An ideal hiding spot for someone who's not afraid of the creatures that lurk.
Kalandra doesn't know Fulk. She'll only marry him to help us. She'll never really love him.
Fulk of Erebor is a good match.
And?
He fought on the front line when Warunk was freed. If anyone can protect Kalandra...
Kalandra can look after herself. And like you're always saying, heroes don't live long.
This marriage gives us the right to stay in Warunk. That's what counts. Besides, you know your sister. Sooner or later, he'll be eating up.
Kalandra has a mind of her own. She's more likely to stand naked in the marketplace than agree to this wedding.
A stubborn girl who loves her freedom.
Just as stubborn as you are.
You mean because I don't want to be treated like a cripple? Nice of you. But that's what happens when you fight battles that can't be won. Do you want your sister to end the same way?
No.
Look, listen to me. To Kalandra, this is about more than just a place to hide. She knows that we will find her and bring her back to Fulk. And that's why she's not here alone.
Don't tell me she's here with a man.
Fulk wants a virgin bride. She knows that.
If Fulk is so obsessed with her virginity, it only proves that he doesn't really love her.
Who's talking about love? Even if he feels differently himself, the Church of Rondra cannot afford any talk amongst the people. The Rondrians have very strict ideas about...
You must be mistaken.
Some people in the camp saw them together last night. She could have
Of all places, why should she choose
How am I supposed to know what's going on in...
I know. It's all your fault. She was never allowed to talk to boys her own age, and now she has to marry a
And I never left the two of you alone, and I always forbade you from tending one another's wounds, and now it's no wonder that she takes whatever she can get. I had my reasons. Just believe me.
Time is running out. I'm going. You stay here and... Yes, wait out here and protect my back.
Be careful in your search. The people of Warunk say that there are more than just lizards and undead here.
I've heard of this Black Hand. Another demonic terror for my list.
Stay away from him. He's deadly and you are alone. Just find Kalandra and bring her back. I'll wait outside. And no matter what happens, or how badly hurt Kalandra may be, do not mix your blood.
It hasn't happened yet, and it's not going to happen this time either. Kalyndra! Where are you?
Chiron, I knew you'd come.
I knew you'd get yourself into trouble. You need help right away.
No! Get Father. I'll wait here.
Kalyndra, listen to me.
Don't. We're both wounded. You might mix our blood.
Father and his cursed rules. If I don't bind your wounds immediately, you'll die.
Please, Chiron. I don't know what will happen.
Hold still. Was it worth it? Just to delay the wedding? And with this man?
Chiron, don't be such an idiot.
So it had nothing to do with the wedding?
It's about all these people. That man kidnapped them. I think he wants to... Oh, that would be so terrible. We must save them.
Then hold still!
What was that? Something's... different. Do you feel it too?
We can think about that later, if we survive or whatever that is.
You hold the fort. I'll watch your back.
Can you fight?
I'm tougher than you think. And after that, whatever it was, the bleeding stopped. And take this potion. You're more likely to need it than I.
You got a healing potion?
I didn't take it because I thought that the monsters had trampled the bottle when they tore off my bag. You're lucky I didn't have time to crawl over there earlier.
Why didn't you tell me about the healing potion?
Do you really want to discuss that now?
Forget it.
did you do that? You just cut down a servant of the Netherhells, and we're both still alive.
If I hadn't saved you, there'd be no wedding. No wedding, no wedding feast.
You're a fool. But seriously, that was more than just the courage of despair. It was magic.
Magic? Because my blood mixed with your blood? How could our blood have such an effect? I only know of magicians who perform magic with their blood.
The Borbaradians. Father has hated them ever since we were children. Remember how he always used to curse them when he was drunk?
You mean that's the reason for the eternal prohibitions and the secretiveness? That dog has known it all these years.
He loves us. We know that. Why wouldn't he tell us about something so important?
He's gonna have a few questions to answer when we get back. What is the kidnapper up to? And what do you have to do with it?
At first, I thought he was an interesting guy. I really misjudged that one. I saw him last night near our tent with a little girl. His hands, his face covered in blood. I have no idea how old that girl was. Maybe 12? She cried and begged for mercy as he dragged her off. I snuck along behind him to kill him when the time was right. On the way here, he just knocked a woman down and took her with him.
Last night? It's already getting light out there.
Next time I'll wait until you're awake too. But I lost his trail in Moloch Mountain. The beasts here all avoided him like the plague and attacked me instead. So come on! We have to stop him before he does—
This man... You did... I mean...
Have you nothing better to do than—
I am...
And that is the only reason why you're not getting your ears— But just to reassure you, you and Father can sleep peacefully in the knowledge—
Time is running out. If we want to free the prisoners, we...
One more thing. I found this on one of the corpses here.
A deed to a house in the East Quarter.
I knew the dead man. His name was Praedon Carstig, a fishmonger from Mendina who somehow got citizenship here. Something here has disfigured him horribly. We should really return the deed to his family.
You do it. You knew him. We're not going to enrich ourselves at that family's expense.
You know what Father would say. Chiron, we really could use that money to survive.
Yes, Father, but I am not going to tell you that for once I thought of others.
Son, you're much too decent. One day you'll throw yourself into a yawning abyss on someone else's behalf.
And just to spite you, I'll do it gladly.
Fine. Then let's get a move on. The kidnapper awaits.
Fresh blood. We've found them.
I can't find a lock or any kind of mechanism. Still, there must be a way to open this door somehow.
Is anyone there?
Behind the door. Those must be the prisoners.
Oh, the gods, help us! Help us before it returns!
How many of you in there? Are you alright?
We're 7. He performed this ritual on us. So much blood! So much blood!
We're not going to be able to open this door. We will have to force the kidnapper to release them.
If he comes back, he'll eat us all!
Eat!
He will pay for this. We'll be back soon to free you. Hang on!
No! Don't leave us in here! Please don't!
The Dragolich Razazor's Golden Pyramid. Impressive that so much of it is still standing.
Again, fresh bloodstains. We're on the right track.
This gate is even more massive than that door earlier. We need to find out how to open it. Maybe there's a switch or something. Strange design. Maybe it could be used to open the pyramid.
Or the metal door in the hallway. Are you going to be able to do that?
Shouldn't be too hard to handle. Have a look around. Maybe you can still find something interesting.
Damn! It's a trap! How much longer?
Almost there.
Much longer!
Ah! Oh, shit!
Let's get out of here!
sick bastard!
I'm gonna chop your head off so you never eat again. Are you alright?
I was burned, bitten, and paralyzed. But I'm still a virgin, so I guess everything's in order. Kill him. He should suffer the same way the people he's eaten did.
If that's what you want, then put an end to it, and do it quickly. But know that all those whom I have already collected will die with me.
We're gonna open that door. I'm interested to see if it's harder than your head.
My supplies are bound to me by blood magic. I prefer them living. I am the only one who can release them. I can do that if you let me go, but if I die, they will die a slow and painful death. And don't even think of trying to capture me. I will leave this place a free man, or a dead one.
You can't ask us to decide that!
I do what I please. So, do we negotiate?
What should we do with him?
It could have been so easy. Kill the villain, save the innocent, and bask in the glory. Instead, we have to decide between letting all these people die, or letting a cannibal go free. In the end, there is no right or wrong here. Only...
Why did you do it?
Many years. Everyone is a magician. His teeth...
What?
The real power isn't in the blood. The real power... What?
Your blood magic binds your prisoner.
It is my spell.
And why shouldn't I? If your spell is...
Because you...
Now run him through!
I know what I have to do. You'll never eat again. Go to hell!
Charon's blade slid into the cannibal's body with a moist, visceral sucking sound, and dark blood gushed onto the ground. The man-eater was vanquished, the danger over. Charon felt the magic power of that blood make its way inexorably to the cavern in which the prisoners languished. Long, agonizing screams of death echoed from dozens of throats through the corridors of Moloch Mountain. The cannibal had not lied. With his death, his victims too were obliterated. The siblings silently made their way back. News of the cannibal's end had spread in Warrant like wildfire. The refugee camp had paid the highest toll, and it was there that Charon and Calandra were celebrated for their courage. Some families, however, did not join the festivities. Too great was the grief and anger at their fathers and daughters having had to die so painfully. Well, son, some rough days, yes? The cannibal story has caused a sensation. Everybody is talking about you. Many people in Warrant are rejoicing because the cannibal is dead. But you made enemies.
Somebody had to make a decision.
I'm sure that you gave your very best, son. There's something else.
What?
I wanted to thank you for bringing Calandra back.
Forget it.
And is everything fine with her?
Yes, damn it. Falk will receive a bride as pure as the first snow and as chaste as the sun. And if he's lucky, she won't have starved to death or died of the plague before...
It's not my fault that Falk hasn't got us out of here yet. And it's not my fault that the archdemon of disease is sowing her oats here. Falk does show his goodwill, and he uses his influence for us. And that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about.
Is he going to give us passes for the old town now?
He got us some extra rations. We're supposed to pick them up from the food line at the Prior's temple.
What? Just like that?
Of course not. Falk wants to hold a banquet at which we're to get to know his mother.
Falk wants to present... Who is she?
All I know is that she is supposed to be a lady.
Wealth blinds people, just like power.
I have always made sure you survive.
Just like Falk. Now he wants to buy her.
It's high time Calandra married. Good for you.
What do you mean?
I think you know full well, Chiron. Did you really think that I never noticed the way you sometimes look at your sister?
Careful, old...
If I'm wrong...
What exactly am I supposed...
He got us some extra rations. We're supposed to pick them up from the food...
What?
Of course not.
I'll go to the Prior's temple. My stomach has been...
Good. Be careful and come back as...